Here's everything you need to know so that you get your first print-on-demand sale. Or maybe you already got a sale here and there, but you're struggling to really figure things out so that you can scale consistently. I'm more than sure there's lots of information in this video that you probably don't know of yet. And there'll be some fine tweaks that you can make so that you can see an improvement. And you're probably wondering, why should you listen to me? Well, close to 10 years ago, it was my first time hopping into this industry, and I did a little over $200,000 my first year. And since then, we've done millions of dollars in sales within this industry. So let's go ahead and break this down straight from the beginning. The first thing you need to know is the different platforms that you can sell on, because I know you're probably overwhelmed. You see people having success on Shopify, people have success on Amazon, people have success on Etsy. The truth is you can have success on any platform that you choose. It just depends which one that you decide to use as your launching pad and really understanding that platform. So for example, if you don't understand that Shopify is basically its own platform and you creating your own website in comparison to Etsy and Amazon being a marketplace that already has traffic, then you're probably in big trouble because you have a lot to learn. So Shopify is its own platform. It's you creating your own website, you creating your own storefront, meaning you have to create the traffic, the demand to head on over to this website. Also, lots of people probably don't trust your storefront just yet. However, you're cutting out all those additional marketplace fees and you're just paying less in fees, but you do have to do additional work to begin with. Another pro about it is that you own all of these customers. The customers that shop on your website, you retrieve their emails, their phone numbers, and it's a whole lot easier to do future marketing with them, such as SMS marketing, email marketing, also taking those phone numbers and emails, creating ad campaigns around it, and so forth. So it's a lot easier to retarget customers that you have earned. Now, when it comes to Etsy or Amazon, these are marketplaces. There's a reason why there's higher fees is because they're already creating millions of traffic that's coming to these platforms. But it is a little bit more difficult to do retargeting marketing because you don't own these customers. At the end of the day, this is Etsy's customers. These are Amazon customers. Now, one of the biggest differences though is whenever you're creating your own website, it's a little bit easier for you to go more of the branded route and eventually create a name for yourself and create designs that customers may like in the future that are based off of your own passion, right? Because you're shoving your website in front of customers' faces. You're creating the content that the customer is going to love. When it comes to Etsy and Amazon, customers are coming on here, but they're searching for what they want. They're not searching for your brand. So there's a huge difference right there. So really think about that. And that's the importance of having to find winning products on marketplaces. Now, this is transferable to Shopify as well. These same methods finding winning products as well. It just makes it easier to shove a product into a customer's face. The biggest thing I can say is really pick one platform and just master it. Don't bounce all over the place. I know it's really easy to get caught up in this online thing where, man, someone just did $10,000 in a day on Etsy. Man, someone just did $10,000 a day on Shopify. It's really easy to confuse yourself and overwhelm yourself in the very beginning. Just choose one and just really stick to it and master that one platform first. To be honest, if you really want that first sale, one of the fastest ways to get it is kind of one or two things. You can ask someone for a sale, like you really have to go hard and promote. One of your friends is going to purchase it. One of your family members is going to purchase it. As long as you do the product research and find something that's winning that customers want to begin with, not something that you probably create out of your heart, unless you have a true passionate friend or family member that's probably going to support you, but that's not going to work in the long run. So option 2 is focusing on trends. This is something that a product design that could work for you right now, and you could find more and more trends going throughout the future as well. It's actually a really proven product research method model that you can use over and over again, and you don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel. But let me show you one way you could do it real quick with a free tool. So this right here is called Google Trends. Basically, it's showing you what people are searching for right now. So for example, you can just pretty much type that in and explore what people are looking for within Real Madrid, right? But you can also use this for your own benefit. So I'm going to type in Tumblr and just see what comes up. And this might not work. This might actually work. It just kind of depends. For example, we're looking at, these are all the breakouts. So meaning an insane amount of people are looking for this type of stuff. So Rock Tumblr, I have no idea what it is, but this is how I also personally stay in the trends without, me being one of those people who's just a very trendy person, right? So I can see that was a breakout for, is this today? No, the past day, right? So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click search it. And this is actually like a true rock tumbler. Like you stick rocks in there and like tumble it around. I was looking at Tumblr, like, the mug glass tumbler, glassware tumbler. So to me, it's still interesting. It's crazy. It's like, man, I found a product that people are looking for. And this is a great way for me to see what's actually trending, even if it's not exactly, what I was looking for. It just keeps me in the know, right? And I'm just going to hop back on over here. We'll just do shirt which is, you know, Old Faithful, right? We're just trying to see what's going on. So Punisher shirts are going crazy right now. Protect the Doll shirt. So Punisher sounds like something copyrighted, so that's not something we want to focus on. Protect the Dolls though, so this is entirely interesting right here. I already see this is on Etsy, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if this is a proven winning product or not. Entirely interesting. It's already done $244 in sales, 20 plus cart. There's not even a trends chart because I know this was a really new product, and it's actually doing pretty decent, about $25 each. So entirely interesting. You can always go uspto.gov to see if this is trademark or not. But this is going to be the quickest way you get a sale because people are looking for this right now. And that works more so better for marketplaces because these are search oriented platforms in comparison to Shopify, right? You still have to put it on your website, and then now you got to create content and hope it goes viral real quick, or, you know, be pretty decent at creating content and it hits the right people's faces. And, you know, you could probably get a sale that way as well. So, you know, you can have a more generic style storefront to begin with, or you can find trending products that works within your niche and fits your brand. And then eventually over time, you could just focus on your brand, because at that point you have more customers, you can retarget them, they fall in love with your product, but eventually over time they fall in love with your brand when it comes to that side, on the Shopify side. Now, typically in a lot of videos, we do talk about design, we create the design and whatnot, but the truth is the design is not what's gonna create the actual sale. Design is a powerful thing that you should know, right? Because at the end of the day, they're looking for the design and that's what they want, right? But the designs do not create the conversions on its own. There's a lot of things that you have to understand that actually creates the conversions. There's variables such as your pricing, how well your website is set up if you're selling on your own platform, how much a customer actually trusts you, your guarantees, your promises, your specs and sizing, what the colors look like, how your product fits, your return policy, the list goes on. And I know it sounds like a whole bunch of little things, but all these little things are what makes a customer trust you, and also it prevents them from leaving your page and going to somewhere else so that they can actually find the actual product with the answers that they actually need. For example, if you don't have the specs and sizing of how the actual product fits, or if you don't have the specific colors and you don't have a preview of it, you know, the customer is not going to reach out to you, ask you a question about it unless they truly love your product, your design. But most of the time they're going to go somewhere else, find it, and see if that seller already answered how this fits, what this color looks like. So then they'll end up checking out with them because they're already in that buying mood and they're just ready to check out right then and there. So you have to capture them while they're hot. So the key is to be able to answer any questions before a customer even asks you the question. Now, your guarantees and your promises and whatnot, that's what's going to make a customer trust you. Now, you have to remember, if you're creating your own website, this is a brand new website. They've never seen you before. It's going to be hard for them to trust your website. So really focus on that. Some real nice product photography. I know ChatGPT, I played around with it. It's actually been doing pretty decent lately. Let me give you an example. So check it out. I put a picture of my shirt right here, and then I got a Balenciaga model right here, and I said put it on this model, and this is the image that it created. Check it out. Isn't that crazy? But still, you got to focus on all the little things as well. On your own website, you're talking about the privacy policies, the returns and whatnot. And a lot of times the customer just wants to know, can they return it if they don't love it or not? But you're going to do your best to make sure that they do love it, right? So that's another difference with your own website. Most customers don't know what this is. They don't trust your website just yet, but over time you can make them fall in love with your website. You got to be really good at setting up the details on your own webpage. And that's another difference between that and marketplaces. People already trust Etsy. People already trust Amazon. They already spend millions of dollars on marketing so that, you know, this is a household name, so that when customers come on here and you're selling on here, they trust you already. They have that feeling of trust. At the end of the day, there's a big difference between getting your first sale and building a brand. But if you haven't got your first sale yet, just do whatever it takes to get that first sale, because that first sale is going to be your first proof of concept that this works out for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's entirely crazy scalable, but you do have to put in the work. I think you already know that, but now you need to find more knowledge and apply more work on top of that. Also, that first sale will always boost your confidence so that you will keep on going, so that you can chase the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and so on. So eventually you can evolve that niche or whatever that design was that you first chose, and then continue to build out upon that, because now you have data and now you see what's working, and then you'll see what you want to double down on, triple down on, and so forth. Your first sale is closer than you think. Go ahead and comment down below what platform you're using, and I'll try to focus on more videos for that. If you need my help with Etsy, feel free to click the link down below. If you want to learn more, click on this video right here.